Hey, how you doing, team? This one's for you. Had a person ask me about the name of the business, Reformed Personal Finance. What's that mean? Well, my thought pattern in developing the name for the business was in thinking about how people could be awakened to the opportunities of, being debt free, experiencing a wealthier future for their family and for their loved ones, experiencing a revival of opportunities, a revival in their financial life, and a revival or an awakening to the brightness of what the future could be. But historically in this country, when you talk about, I don't know if you've ever done a history of some of the great revivals in this country, or abroad. If you look at some of the reformational people, characters from the 16th century, before there was an experience of great revival or great awakening, as some called it. There was always a reformation that preceded it. There was a time where there were institutional changes. There were changes in the values, in the foundational things. There were changes in how people went about and how people thought about the way they did things going forward. So, in order for people to experience an awakening, a revival in their finances, in their life, and their family's future, and having a wealthier future for their family, there first has to be a reformed mindset. There has to be a reformation in their finances, a reformation in their thinking, a reformation in the way they talk, a reformation in the way they work, a reformation in the way they go about business on a day-to-day basis. Thus the name Reformed Personal Finance Team. We are the ones who are leading the way and showing people the new way of thinking about going to business day to day. The time for, people drudging along in three jobs and, we live in a day now, man. There's people working like, a lot of jobs at one time. It always has been like that, but people are working more and more and earning less and less. And we are in a position, we are experiencing things and are in a position where we can share some information to actually be a benefit, a help, and a blessing to those that are in that situation. You may have heard me say in the past before, change is not change until it's changed. That means you can't really experience change unless first there is an actual change that is a result of a change in your thinking. Change isn't really change until there is actual change. So until there's reformation, people don't experience real revival or awakening in their life. So that's where the name came from Reformed Finance. It's about a different approach, a different way of thinking about going to business, taking a whole different set of values in as far as how we go to business, how we go to work. We value more at Reform Personal Finance. We value more time spent with family, others, the people we love most, our kids, our wives, our, cousins, uncles, or people we work with, our dogs, our cats. Experience more personal time. That's what success is about, having your life back. And in order to get your life back, you first have to change your approach to what it is you do. And that's where the name Reform Finance came from. It came from that approach to business. So if anybody asks you, the Reform Personal Finance, what does that mean? Well, now you know. You heard it from the horse's mouth. It's exactly what it means. We're not the average 9 to 5. We don't go to business, to work like a field hand and build up a whole bunch of sweat equity. We believe in sweatless victories, man, over here. That's how we handle things. All right, guys. I'll see y'all on the webinar tonight, man. You guys get in there. Webinar is at 10 o'clock. You should have got your notification for that already. Again, holla at me if you need anything. All right. Love you guys.